Sometimes when the timing is right, you just have to get away. So we were in Indiana by now and we were so hungry. We didn't eat anything before we left. So we saw Denny's and we said we'll give it a try. They've been working really hard on their race relations. They had some issues before, so we said, well, let's stop at Denny's and see what they've got. There were so many things to choose from and it was really hard to choose. Everything looked so good, but I finally ended up with something that I loved. I got the biscuits smothered in the gravy and bacon, hash browns. My husband got pancakes and an omelet, hash browns, eggs. He had a big breakfast, but we got back on the road. And you guys, we are headed to Chicago. My husband wanted to see some of his aunts and his cousins. Hadn't seen them in a long time, so he stopped in a little cute little flower shop to get some flowers for a relative, and then we were on our way. The day we went, we just happened to be there for a cousin's birthday, and it was a beautiful celebration. Her daughter just went to the nines to get this beautiful celebration together. She made the cake and the decorations and everything. It was beautiful. We got a chance to sing happy birthday. We probably talked our aunts' heads off, but we enjoyed it, and I think they did too. We had a great time. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. Okay, we were headed to the hotel. By this time, it was later in the day. We had been with our cousins and aunts all day and we had such a wonderful time. There was such good food there, y'all, but like I said, it's later in the day and we were hungry again. So we stopped at La Hacienda and got something to take to the hotel. We stayed at the Hampton Inns and Suites. They have never disappointed us yet. Their rooms are always nice and clean. Let's go on a quick little tour of the room. starving, but at the same time we wanted a meal, so we got one meal to share, and I'm glad we shared it because it was a huge burrito with red sauce, and it was delicious with beans and rice. So this was my outfit of the day, and y'all know how I love to mix high end and low end. Had my cute little YSL Lulu, and my dress, y'all, from Roses. Yes, girl, $7.99 or $9.99 it was. Too cute and too comfortable. It was the next morning and we were headed down for breakfast. And did I say the Hampton Inns and Suites does not disappoint? They do not disappoint. They had a full breakfast, not continental, but a full breakfast buffet. So we enjoyed that. I ended up having potatoes, or like a soft fried hash brown type potatoes, sausage, toast, some oatmeal, milk, to the nines. It was good. My husband enjoyed his too. And y'all, we were headed off to our next stop. Did a little fashion show for my outfit of the day. Next stop, downtown Chicago. It was really pretty to see all the things downtown Chicago, but it was a drag that it was a rainy day. I could not believe it was raining, but it was still pretty. We still had a good time, still enjoyed each other, so it was all good. I think that's the fountain on Love and Marriage, Love and Married with Children, goes together like a horse. Yes, it's the popular Buckingham Fountain that you've probably seen on the opening sequences of Married with Children, The Amazing Race. It was on there a couple times, and also some other things you've probably seen it on. But it was so pretty. We also stopped by Bucks, but Bucks was closed. It's a popular little grill right by the fountain in Grant Park. Our cousin had given us some famous Garrett's popcorn that we enjoyed for our sightseeing ride. On to our next sightseeing destination. Wow.
Somebody living in there.
Oh, wow. So this is Jackson Street. The street where Michael Jackson was raised, part of his life, his early life.
Oh, wow.
The destination is on your left.
So we are at 2300 Jackson Street, where Michael Jackson grew up, or where he was born when he was little. Raised here for a while. And this is the house that's directly across from Michael Jackson's And some of the houses around look like nobody lives in them, but some of the houses people do still live in. But also, evidently, they bought the house right next to it to help preserve the space around it. I guess so. Look at that. I wonder who used to live next door to them. But that's the house right there. That's the little house. That's the little house. You can see the address, 2300. So there are people, it's kind of like a little tourist attraction. Saw some license plates from Florida, etc. Look at all that. I wonder what are all these locks about. But anywho, here's a little plaque. It says, in loving memory of Michael J. Jackson, 1958 and 2009. He gave us a lifetime of love. The Jackson family, parents Joseph and Catherine, brothers Jackie, Jermaine, Marlon, Randy, and Tito, sisters Janet, Latoya, Reby, children Paris, Michael, Catherine, Prince Michael II, blanket. And I saw a video not long ago of Janet and I think Randy in the house. I think she was on tour or something. She came either to Chicago or somewhere near, and she came, or they came to the house. And they had pictures and video taken in the house. So there used to be a monument here, and it got taken down. I don't know why. So evidently they have a grounds crew that comes by and keeps it up. So I guess this used to be the little driveway. Like I said earlier, this is a little tourist attraction area. So there were plenty of other cars and people around. I didn't get them on video because I was trying to get the house, but cars from Florida and I forget the other ones, but they were from all around, and it was just really nice to see the love and affection and adoration poured out towards the Jackson family. That is so interesting to me. So going around to the backyard. See the little faux deer. And this is the backyard. For some reason, I think they used to have tours here, but I'm not sure about now. I heard it was permanently closed, but I don't know why. But that's it. Just wanted to show you all or give you all a glimpse of the home and what it looks like now. Here come hubby. Here come the mister to see where I was.
Sorry, it wasn't as bad then, but...
Right. 2300 Jackson Street. Always home. Oh, that was so nice. What a nice little visit. I've always wanted to go there. And I'm not sure, but I believe this is the school that the older kids went to. This high school was right behind the house. I stopped to get something to eat with an old classic, and it was time to get home.